just gone. Hey, what's up guys? Quentin here, Lawn Care Ninja, and today we're going to be talking about theft, equipment theft, and a little backstory. This didn't happen to me, but it did happen to the guy I used to work for. And you know, it kind of just goes to show that even in like an industry like this, or you know, somewhat of a relatively good neighborhood, that, you know, bad things can happen. If you enjoyed this video, why don't you hit the like button for me? I'd really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, why don't you click the subscribe button and also click the bell so you get notified when I do upload new videos. First off, on Wednesday of this past week, it's August 27th, Friday, so this happened 2 days ago. One of his guys was at a property and he had finished mowing and everything, and he was trimming. He was in the backyard. This backyard is pretty small. It could probably take someone, I think it took him probably like maybe a minute and a half to 2 minutes to actually trim. When he came out, the truck was gone. The mower, he had a 32-inch right stander, small mower, like maybe a 20 or 21-inch trailer, gas cans, just gone. That sucks. You know, there's really nothing you can say other than it sucks. I wanted to, you know, just kind of talk a little bit about, you know, if something like that happens to you. For me, it hasn't happened to me. When I worked with this guy, I worked with him for like 15 years before I started my own company. We did have a couple times like blowers would get stolen out of the back of our trucks. If you're just starting out, or if you're thinking about opening or starting a lawn care business, you know, these are things that you're going to have to think about constantly every single day. Is my stuff going to get stolen? And you know, there are things that you can do to, you know, obviously help minimize theft. At the end of the day, if someone wants something, they're going to find a way to take it from you. First off, he had left his keys in the truck. For me, that's a big no-no. You know, I don't care really where you are, in the suburbs, in the city, out in the country. Like, you know, I just don't think it really matters where you are. If you leave your keys in the ignition in the truck, like, that's prime target number one. You know how easy it is, you know, just to drive off with a car or truck if the keys are already in there. If you have a trailer hooked up to it, I think he had, you know, his mowers like already in the trailer and everything, and the gate was up, so, you know, it didn't make any noise or anything other than, you know, maybe just the person starting the ignition on the truck and driving off. First, I would always take your keys with you. No matter if you're, no matter where you are. I always take my keys, unless it's like a front only and I'm like parked right in front of the house. But even then, for me, you know, it's just kind of like, are you gonna be quick enough if you're all the way across on the other side of the lawn and someone hops in your truck real quick and just drives off because you left your keys there? So for me, any yard I'm at, no matter what, I always take my keys and put them in my pocket. Second one is they also leave the keys in their mower. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to do that. If you park your mower off on the side, like after you're pulling it out to maybe get a mower in the front, and you know you leave the key in there, like how easy is it for someone just to get on there, especially if they know what they're doing, or they might have been following you around, seeing like which houses you go to, which might be like a key point for them to take what they want. If the key's in there, it's easy for them to just turn it on. If it's ignition start, they can just start it and, you know, drive it off, or, you know, turn the key on and, you know, pull the cord and drive it off. He does not have trailer racks or trimmer racks. I'm gonna show you the ones that I use. This is my trimmer rack, and that's my blower rack. Green Touch Industries, trailerracks.com, Extreme Pro Series. You have these little aluminum blocks, one right there and one right here. This way it locks in there, and you know it's locked right now. This is the lock, so it's locked right now. Now over here we have the blower rack. This is the PB8010 from Echo. It does fit. It's a little tight just because it is such a big blower, but it's pretty much the same thing, except it doesn't have those aluminum blocks. You just put it in there, put this right there, close this, and then lock it. These racks are not 100% going to keep all of your equipment safe. It's more of just a deterrent, and I've heard it said that, you know, stuff like this just keeps honest people honest. And you know, there is truth to that, but at the same time, if someone has to try and, you know, mess around with, you know, a rack like this, it's going to be more of a deterrent for them to just, you know, keep on driving down and look for another easy target. And hopefully they don't find one, and, you know, they leave the neighborhood or the area and they don't walk away with anything. Next, what I'm going to do is I'll show you how the trimmer racks work, and I'll also show you a keychain, keyring kind of thing that I actually keep all of my keys on, so that way they're always on, you know, my body, and you know, I don't accidentally forget to leave it in the ignition in the mower, or, you know, some other place where it might either get lost or picked up and used to have someone steal my equipment. This is actually what I have. It's got a little clip right there that this is what I hook on to my belt loop, and it has this little thing right here to where you can, you know, actually, you know, kind of pull it. I always keep this on me, on my belt loop. And if I need to unlock this, like if I'm done with my mowers, like I'll put them up, put the gate up, my keys on me. You know, I have my mower key. I have a few other keys, you know, for locks and certain things. And then here's the key for the trimmer and blower rack. So since the key is always going to be on me, it's easy enough just to reach down here, grab the key you need, and unlock it. Then you turn this, then you can pull your trimmer out and obviously start trimming all the stuff you need to trim. When you're done, you just simply put it in there. One thing you have to make sure when you put your equipment back is if you just push it in there like that, it's not secure and it can fall out. So you need to put it like in there like that, turn the lever up here and push it in, and now it's secured in there. When you're done with that, you just press that in and it locks. All right, pretty much the same with the blower rack. Have my keys down here. Easy to unlock. Then you just pop that, swing that open, and you can take your blower off. Now when you're done, obviously, you know, you're gonna put your blower back. You bring this over. Make sure it's secure like that. And then lock it. You know, theft sucks. If it happens to you, like, it's gonna feel like a punch to the gut. You know, having a mower stolen is bad enough, but this guy, you know, had his truck and his trailer stolen with a blower. I can't even, you know, I can't even fathom like walking out from the backyard and your whole rig is just like gone. You know, buying a new mower, a 32 stand-on, what, probably 9-10 grand, depending on where you're at. You have to buy a blower, anywhere between what, $300 and $500, and then a truck. Like, trucks aren't cheap now. You know, everything is, cars especially, cars, trucks, they're so incredibly expensive. And now you have to replace the truck and a trailer. You know, you can easily get, you know, a utility trailer if you need it. And, you know, that's going to probably set you back $15,000 to $3,000, you know, depending on, you know, how big of one you need and, you know, axle, double axle, whatever. So you're easily looking at 20 grand easily. You know, if you buy a used truck for 10 grand, probably more, $30,000 to $50,000, like, just gone. I hope this video helped you out. I'll go ahead and put links in the description for the trimmer rack, the blower rack, and my key ring. I got this on Amazon. I think I got 2 of them. It was pretty cheap. I don't know, maybe like $5-10 or something. You know, so I do have a spare. Don't let this happen to you guys. Don't become a victim to property crime like this, especially if you're brand new. Like, that's your whole livelihood. That's going to be so difficult for you to come back from, you know, if you have to spend that much money to replace everything. Hopefully, you know, the insurance that you have can hopefully replace some of it. But to be honest, I don't think, you know, the insurance probably won't cover everything. If this gets stolen, I have backup mowers I can use, but it's gonna be too much to like replace this stuff, you know? So be smart, take your keys with you, and be proactive. Make things harder for people to steal things. There are always going to be people out there that will want your stuff and, you know, try and sell it for drug money, whatever, you know? So be smart, be proactive, and hopefully something like this doesn't happen to you guys. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Later.